Welcome to the Real L's podcast. If you want to grow, learn, and elevate, you're in the right place. Let's get into the conversation.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Real L's podcast. I'm your host, Ray Hendricks. Now, before we get started, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't miss future episodes. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or any other platform, follow the podcast, leave a review. That actually helps us reach more people so we can continue these conversations. Now, if you're a business owner looking to generate more leads and conversations, check out Tempered Edge Callers. We actually help businesses connect with more opportunities through professional outbound calling services. And don't forget to visit the House of Tempered Strength for your merchandise, and also visit Men of Tempered Strength, the website where you can find everything that I have to offer, from my books to podcast episodes, additional resources, all of that. All right. Now, let's get into the topic of today. Now, today, we're actually talking about something that most people think they understand, but very few people actually practice completely, and it is fitness. Now, when most people hear the word fitness, they immediately think about the gym, losing weight, gaining muscle, and getting into shape. But true fitness is actually much bigger than that. It's much bigger than your body. A man can have a six-pack and be mentally exhausted. A woman can be physically healthy and emotionally broken. Now, someone can be financially successful and spiritually empty. Real fitness is about becoming healthy in every area of your life. Today, I actually want to talk about what I call the 5 pillars of fitness. That's physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual. So let's go ahead and break them all down. We're going to start with pillar 1. Pillar 1 is physical fitness, right? Which we all know. Physical fitness is the one area that everybody sees. So everybody that comes in contact with you, they can see if you're healthy or not. So it's your health, your energy, your endurance, your strength. So your body is the vehicle that's carrying you through life. When your health suffers, everything else becomes harder. Your focus suffers, your confidence suffers, your productivity suffers, even your relationships can suffer. Now, here's something important. Physical fitness isn't about looking like a fitness model. It's actually about having enough strength, mobility, and energy to live your life the way that you're trying to build it. Now, can you walk without getting winded? Got to ask yourself that. Can you play with your kids? Can you handle stress without your body breaking down? Can you take care of the vessel that you've been given? Now, that's fitness. Now, your body is either supporting your mission or slowing it down. Now, pillar number 2, mental fitness. Mental fitness is the ability to clearly create clarity under pressure. It's the ability to focus, to learn, to adapt, to solve problems, to continue growing. You know, a mentally fit person doesn't stop learning. They actually don't believe they know everything. They remain students of life. The world changes, technology changes, business changes, relationships change. And if your mind stops growing, eventually your life stops growing. Mental fitness requires reading, learning, listening, asking questions, challenging your own assumptions. You know, the strongest people aren't always the smartest people. They're often the people most willing to learn. Every day, ask yourself, what am I feeding my mind? And the reason that you want to ask yourself that is, just like junk food affects the body, junk information affects the mind. Now, pillar number 3 is emotional fitness. Now, this one is huge. And honestly, this is where many people struggle. Emotional fitness is not the absence of emotion. It's actually the ability to manage them. It's understanding that emotions are real, but they should not become the driver of your life. Too many people react instead of respond. They let anger make decisions. They let fear make decisions. They let insecurity make decisions. They even let pain make decisions. Now, emotional fitness says, I acknowledge how I feel, but I won't allow how I feel to control what I do. That's strength. Not suppression, not pretending, not avoiding, awareness, control, discipline. One question I ask myself often is, what am I feeling right now and why? That simple question creates awareness. Awareness creates choice. Choice creates growth. A tempered man learns to respond instead of react. And I should say a tempered person. Pillar number 4 is financial fitness. Now, a lot of people avoid talking about money, but financial fitness matters. Money isn't everything, but financial stress can affect almost everything. Financial fitness means living responsibly, managing your resources wisely, creating stability, building options, and planning for the future. It's not about being rich, it's about being prepared. Now, financial fitness asks, do you know where your money is going? Do you have a budget? Are you building savings? Are you reducing unnecessary debt? Are you investing in your future? Financial fitness is stewardship. It's taking responsibility for what you have while preparing for what you want. You don't need to become wealthy overnight. You just need to become a little bit more intentional. And now we're rounding out the last pillar. So pillar number 5 is spiritual fitness. This pillar gives meaning to all the others. Now, spiritual fitness is about purpose, identity, connection, values, faith. It's asking, why am I here? What do I believe? What am I building? What am I becoming? For me, spiritual fitness is rooted in my relationship with God. It's prayer, reflection, growth, speaking wisdom, seeking wisdom, understanding that my life has a purpose beyond myself. But regardless of where, someone is in their spiritual journey, everyone needs something bigger than themselves. Because without purpose, success can feel empty. Without meaning, achievement can feel hollow. Spiritual fitness reminds us that life isn't just about what we get, it's also about what we become. Now, here's the cold, hard truth. Most people focus on one pillar while neglecting others. They work on their body, but ignore their mind. They build money, but neglect their emotions. They develop skills, but then they lose sight of their purpose. The goal is balance, not perfection. Progress, a little improvement every day. Because true strength, it isn't built in one area. It's built across all 5. So physical, mental, emotional, financial, spiritual. When those 5 pillars begin working together, your life becomes stronger, more stable, and more intentional. All right? So I know that was a lot of information to cover today, and I know we usually do, but thank God it's in podcast form and you could just rewind it, right? All right. Well, I want to thank all of you for spending this time with me today. I always try to keep it short and simple for you guys so you can get on with your day and do what you need to do. Now, I want you to ask yourself one question. Which pillar in your life needs the most work right now? I want you to be honest with yourself. Then commit to improving that area this week. One step, one action, one decision. That's how you actually transform, and that's how you actually begin to transform. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, as always, make sure that you subscribe, follow, share it with someone who can benefit from it. And also, I want you to visit the menoftemperstrength.com website for the books, resources, podcast episodes. The House of Temper Strength is housed there. And if you're a business owner looking to grow through strategic outbound calling, I want you to check out the Tempered Edge Callers. Until next time, remember, Every man is tested, few are tempered. Salute, Master Builders. I'm Ray Hendricks, and I'll see you on the next episode of the Real L's podcast. Thank you for joining me today.